from the News Channel 5 Network. This is Out and About Today. Sponsored by the Tennessee Performing Arts Center.
Welcome to Out and About Today. I'm Brent Meredith. We have got a very special Nashville Pride wrap-up show planned for you tonight. We'll take a look at how an entirely new Pride weekend came together this year and what's next for the organization and the annual celebration. So join me in giving a warm welcome to my co-host Pam Wheeler and Nashville Pride Board Member Phil Cabucci. Thanks, guys. We appreciate you being here. Okay, so first question I just have to ask, how are you holding up? Phil.
Well, I'm still a little waterlogged, if I'm being serious here. I think I have like 2 pairs of shoes that are still wet from the weekend, but it's a beautiful day here today, and so I'm sitting outside, and I'm doing okay. Just
yeah,
kind of
the sun decided to shine on us today, thankfully, didn't it?
Right, right.
So Pam's here with us. She and I both know that putting on Pride is a lot of work and it takes a lot of time behind the scenes. Do you want to speak to that a little bit, Pam, having been a former Pride president yourself?
You know, Phil and Jack and the whole board and team, I felt for you so much during the weekend. The week before the forecast, I know I've been there where you're checking the forecast and you're waiting to see, you know, it's going to change. It always does. And then the obstacle, you know, you cannot control the weather. You can control so many things in your planning. And I just felt for you all so much. It was there was so much wonderful in the weekend. I don't want to at all say that there wasn't success. However, when you're up against Mother Nature on that level, you know, and we know that Sunday was canceled, it's challenging. And I've thought about you, Phil and Jack and the whole gang.
Yeah, me too. And I as I was watching the parade and the rain slowly got faster and all the umbrellas started going up, you know, nobody got ran off, which was nice. And I felt like, you know, I'm sure attendance was probably down a little bit over projections and what we had hoped, but I still felt like there was a dedicated crowd that showed up that day, not only for the festival, but for the parade. Did you guys kind of see that or at least feel like did you feel a little bit of love despite everything?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, there were still many people that still showed up to the festival. I mean, our gates were open at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock that morning. And, you know, unfortunately, because of the weather, we weren't able to have programming on the stage until about 4 o'clock. But we still had the vendor areas open. The bars were open. There was time for socialization. There were some drag performances happening. And so there was still things happening on the property for people to celebrate and be a part of. It just wasn't the full the full gamut of what we had planned for the weekend. So it's even kind of hard to say what exactly our attendance was like. Mm-hmm. Certainly it was down because of the rain, because who do you know likes to stand in the rain and get wet? I don't.
Yeah, don't send a cloud to rain on my parade, right? I think I did that one year for Turnabout.
Surely. I mean, that's how we started the morning, was a lot of that Barbra Streisand. So, you know, and then it turned into Lady Gaga and Rain on Me, and, you know, we just had fun with it. So,
well, if there's one thing we can do, it's turn something around and try to make the best of it. I know you guys are really good at that. And one of the positive things, though, or at least in my opinion this year, I was so thrilled to see the new parade route, and of course the new location and the new time of year. So I mean, would you want to speak to that a little bit, both of you guys? I mean, I know we've all attended Pride at different times of the year and seen different parades, but you know, if the weather had held out, I feel like, you know, it would have been almost a perfect day.
Absolutely. I mean, it would have been a perfect day in every way that we could have imagined. You know, we had worked tirelessly, and then really Jack and his team worked tirelessly to really find a great location for us to continue to expand to. You know, we had outgrown Public Square Park within a year or 2 years of being on those grounds. And there was really just no way for us to continue doing the festival in the way that we wanted to as an organization, to truly celebrate the lives of our community and history in a way that could continue to grow. And, you know, when we were hitting 70,000 in attendance in 2019, there was really no other option but to move to a space that could allow for even more people, but also provide shade and give us more opportunity to grow our audience, or grow our vendor base and our audience base.
Yeah, and it reminded me a little bit, Pam, you might be able to speak to this too. Bicentennial Mall has been around long enough, as Phil mentioned, there's some shade there now. It reminded me a little bit of the time that we had it at Centennial Park. What did you think of the new location and where it was at?
You know, I loved it. I loved the parade route. I stood on James Robertson Parkway watching the parade, which was such a nice way then just to walk across the street. You know, I was amazed too at how many people, you know, when we're getting ready, I had a college friend in town and we have a couple of kiddos, our kid, their kid, and we're all going down and we're in our rain boots and galoshes. And I'm wondering, are people going to show up for this? And then, as usual, the excitement and the all ages of people out on the parade route, ready to watch, ready to be proud, so excited that there is a celebration of that size and magnitude in our city. I saw a lot of dad hug shirts and support, all kinds of allies. That rain, I don't care that it rained on our parade. The pride was there, and it was amazing.
It really was.
I liked it.
I hate to cut you off. We got to take a break, but we'll come right back and talk again. But we will be right back with more Nashville Pride coverage after this. Please stay with us.